It seems like Jason Aldean is finally breaking his silence after addressing the current issue with his song, Try That, in a Small Town. On top of this, he also slammed Whoopi Goldberg for dragging his music and explaining the truth behind his craft. But wait, there's more, because the source revealed that Jason won't let Whoopi walk away without making her pay for her nasty comments. In fact, another article suggested that the country singer is suing Whoopi Goldberg, The View, and CMT for allowing such behavior, which means Whoopi is in big trouble. Like, literally. So what exactly did Jason do, and how did Whoopi react? Let's find out. After realizing his song, Jason Aldean faced a huge amount of backlash from celebs who accused him of being insensitive. One of them was Whoopi Goldberg, and let's just say the actress is very vocal about her opinions about Jason's song. During an episode of The View, Whoopi slammed the singer and dragged her song onto national TV. She didn't stop there. She even called Jason very nasty names and proceeded to explain why he wasn't allowed to make a song about a very sensitive topic. To be exact, Whoopi was pretty concerned about the imagery in the music, which showed confrontations between Black Lives Matter protests and police during the 2020 protests. He talks about life in a small town, and it's different, and he chose these images. But this is not the end of it, because the host continued to dissect the song and its alleged message, which didn't really align with Jason. Well, at least that's what Whoopi was suggesting when she said, while things are already out of hand, the other co-host of the show decided to share their 2 cents about the matter, which basically made it worse than it already was. For Sunny Hostin, the song reminded her of stories she heard from her parents, who used to live in South Carolina. The host described her experiences as a kid, saying, "My mother and father, because they were an interracial couple, were run out of South Carolina by the KKK. My father is still scarred from that experience. So don't tell me that not only was he aware of what he was doing by using that imagery, he embraces that imagery." While sentiments like these are valid, it still didn't give the show the right to call Jason and his music annoying and label him with very nasty accusations. As a result, the issue blew up and broke the internet. Fans actually had a mixed reaction to how Whoopi and The View handled the situation, but I think we can all agree that not everyone was happy about what they saw. Especially since the show already has a history of being problematic, not to mention how Whoopi had been suspended once for her comments in the past. This was after she made unimaginable comments about a very sensitive topic such as the Holocaust. Crazy, right? She was penalized because of her actions, and her suspension was ordered immediately. The news about the suspension was shared directly by Kim Godwin, president of ABC News. In her statement, Godwin wrote, "Effective immediately, I am suspending Whoopi Goldberg for 2 weeks for her wrong and hurtful comments. While Whoopi has apologized, I've asked her to take time to reflect and learn about the impact of her comments. The entire ABC News organization stands in solidarity with our Jewish colleagues, friends, family, and communities." Surprisingly, or maybe not, Whoopi started offending people in the industry as well. Most of them did not expect such unruly behavior from someone like her. Meg McCain was one of them. The 37-year-old author of Bad Republican denounced Goldberg's views in a tweet, experiencing her disappointment, saying, "I hate commenting on my old employer because I have moved on in every way a person can move on. That being said, I am an activist against anti-Semitism, and it is a big part of my life." She added, "The growing threat is real and virulent and everywhere. I am heartbroken about what was said." Well, Whoopi ended up with an apology after the backlash went over the roof. In the tweet, the actress wrote, "On today's show, I said the Holocaust is not about race, but about man's inhumanity to man. I should have said it is about both. As Jonathan Greenblatt from the Anti-Defamation League shared, the Holocaust was about the Nazis' systematic annihilation of the Jewish people, who they deemed to be an inferior race. I stand corrected. But guess what? A few days after saying sorry about her insensitive comments, she was once again reported to have commented about the same. At this point, fans had enough, and people continued calling her out for not being sincere enough with her promises to become better. She was dragged on the internet because of this, and comments about her being a liar and not feeling sorry at all were mentioned, flooding every social media platform. One fan wrote, "She's not sorry, she's in wealth preservation mode. How about a 15-minute segment on The View where you all emote about how wrong you were?" While another mentioned that she was just trying to keep her job and wrote, "She's only sorry because she got fired for his big mouth." You might think that this is enough to make her learn her lesson. Well, surprise, she didn't learn any lessons. In fact, she continues to act very unprofessional, and fans wanted her out of the show. Worst of all, everyone wanted to cancel The View all at once. For the record, She had apologized several times, but it was just a vicious cycle of apologizing and committing the same mistakes she promised she would never do again. For example, Whoopi previously made offensive claims when she referred to Kyle Rittenhouse as a murderer. Naturally, he has now threatened to sue her for the damage she has caused him. Rittenhouse specifically named The View host Whoopi Goldberg, as well as Cenk Uygur, host of the left-wing socio-political news program The Young Turks. On top of this, he also revealed his plans to take matters to court, saying that, "We're going to hold everybody who lied about me accountable, such as everybody who lied called me a white supremacist. They're all going to be held accountable, and we're going to handle them in a courtroom." One fan wrote, "Sorry, but Whoopi is not sorry. She is just trying to get out of a lawsuit." Another fan added, "He should take action against her and the others as well, and let's not forget the station allowing the show to air." Speaking of more lawsuits, close sources close to the singer revealed that Jason is actually preparing to bring matters to court. It was reported that Jason has filed a $40 million defamation lawsuit against Whoopi, Sunny, Joy, and the other hosts of ABC's The View, claiming that he is taking the advice of counsel and doing so. The lawsuit was filed in the 65th District Court of Writs and Motions and seeks restitution from both the show and the people who called Aldean racist. If you think this is bad enough, then wait until you hear what Jason's lawyers have to say. In their statement, his counsel added, "She needs to pay for her little stunt. They all do. Their behavior wasn't just abhorrent, it was un-American. However, while these reports caused a lot of tension between the two, it seems like the initial article reporting about the matter was false. But it doesn't mean Jason is not going to do anything. In fact, Jason had also come out and defended his song from all the backlash he received. On social media, the singer explained the message of his song and his real intentions. He first addressed the accusations, saying he is not entirely knowledgeable about the cause he is preaching, and wrote, "In the past 24 hours, I have been accused of releasing a pro-lynching song, a song that has been out since May, and was subject to the comparison that I, direct quote, was not too pleased with the nationwide BLM protests." At the same time, he shed more light on Whoopi's statement, which framed him in a very bad light for being present during the unfortunate Route 91 incident. As so many pointed out, I was present at Route 91, where so many lost their lives, and our community recently suffered another heartbreaking tragedy. No one, including me, wants to continue to see senseless headlines or families ripped apart. In the end, the singer was firm with his statements and emphasized how his song meant well. At most, he wanted to use his craft to spread awareness and help create a safe community. Safe enough that we can go through day without a headline that keeps us up at night. So far, Whoopi has not released any statements. She also hasn't addressed the issue or apologized for it. However, the controversy had been the talk of the town for weeks, and I guess it's safe to say that the issue won't settle until she finally shares what she thinks about this incident. Well, what do you guys think? Let us know in the comments below. Also, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel for more celebrity news.